If you toss and turn all night or have trouble staying awake during the day, it could be the sign of a sleep disorder.
There are 4 major types of sleep disorders: narcolepsy, insomnia, night terrors, and sleep apnea. First up is insomnia, a disorder that has been diagnosed in 60 million Americans. Some people with insomnia have trouble falling asleep, others wake up throughout the night and struggle to fall back asleep. These disturbances typically happen at least 3 times each week. Chronic insomnia lasts for more than a month, while acute insomnia can last anywhere from a day to a month. Quality and quantity of sleep are affected when insomnia is diagnosed. The symptoms of insomnia interfere with patients' everyday routines. Those symptoms include daytime sleepiness and fatigue, and over time, feelings of irritability, anxiety, and depression. Next are night terrors, which affect 40% of children. Night terrors are a benign sleep disorder in children that can occur from ages 1 to 8. Night terrors are when children wake up in the middle of the night, usually around 2 hours after falling asleep. They could be screaming, wandering around, and oftentimes appear terrified. During a night terror, the child is hardly ever conscious. There are 2 other major childhood sleep disorders. Next up is sleep apnea, which was only recently discovered and is hardly ever diagnosed.
Well, every time I stop breathing, the next morning, sleep apnea. Sleep apnea. I'm like, what is sleep apnea?
Sleep apnea is a sleeping disorder where someone stops breathing during their sleep. Every time the person stops breathing, they wake up. And that exposes the body to a lot of different harmful symptoms. Those symptoms include the last disorder is narcolepsy, characterized by uncontrollable sleep attacks. Sleep attacks can happen anywhere and any time, which can dramatically alter a person's lifestyle. The cause of narcolepsy isn't well understood, but may involve genetic factors and abnormal signaling in the brain. Narcolepsy causes sudden sleep attacks, sudden loss of muscle tone, and hallucinations might occur. Usually, stimulants and antidepressants can help. For people with narcolepsy, it doesn't matter how much sleep they get at night, they're always going to fall asleep during the day. Narcolepsy has 2 major symptoms besides sleep attacks: hallucinations and sleep paralysis. Next, let's talk about some common sleep disorders which affect around 70% of Americans. First in the category of minor disorders is restless leg syndrome, a condition characterized by nearly irresistible urge to move the legs, typically in the evenings.
What's wrong, dude?
I don't know. I think I got restless leg syndrome.
Is that from getting chubby?
What? No, man, it's just restless leg.
Whoop, my bad.
Second is jet lag, a sleep disorder that can affect those who travel quickly across multiple time zones. Jet lag oftentimes messes with your internal clock, making it hard to go to sleep or wake up at the appropriate time. Jet lag can lead to sleepiness, constipation, and difficulty paying attention. Finally, the last disorder is circadian rhythm disorder. This disorder is characterized by irregular sleep patterns that don't follow the 24-hour sleep cycle that most people inherently follow.
Circadian rhythm disorders can account for many sleep problems, and there's many people who have an irregular body clock and just aren't aware of it. Circadian rhythm sleep disorders occur when there's a mismatch between the sleep-wake cycle required by your environment and your own internal sleep-wake cycle.
This means that someone with this disorder can regularly wake up at midnight then go back to sleep at 1 p.m. There are plenty of other sleep disorders, however the ones discussed in the video affect around 80% of people in the United States.